wherever it is you're tuning in. Welcome to Ticket Price, the only podcast that asks the question that matters. Are these movies worth a ticket price? In other words, are they worth your time and money? Thank you for tuning in. With you as always, my name is Jake, host and voice of the show. With me as always, co-host extraordinaire and the only man who ranks number 2 in what middle-aged women love. Just above calling McDonald's Mickey D's, but just below the Minions. Tevis at Master Control. Tevis, how are you, sir?
You mean the Minions are better than me?
Yeah, well, no, they're not better than you. Middle-aged women love them more than you.
Oh, yeah, okay. I understand that.
Middle-aged women love the Minions.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
I don't understand their appeal.
Because they were designed for children. But remember, in the Despicable Me heyday, who bought and wore and showcased and had decals on their cars? It wasn't children.
Maybe it's because they look like little pills.
What are you insinuating?
Middle-aged women take a lot of pills, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea.
Middle-aged women love drugs.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals, yes. Make sure you're not throwing them under the bus.
I would never.
Don't make them drug dealers or drug addicts. They're addicted to pharmaceuticals. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how we've stumbled on a joke that is a stereotype. And so much so, it was even a plot point in Fahrenheit 451.
I never watched that movie.
Did you at least read the book?
Yeah, I read the book when I was in school.
Remember, the main character's wife kept ODing because she couldn't get through her day without copious drugs, and they had the little machine that would just plug into her mouth and just pump all the crap out.
Like Marcellus Wallace's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I stab her 3 times? No, you don't stab her 3 times. You stab her 1 time. That might be the only Tarantino movie that I still enjoy.
That movie is so awesome. I've watched it recently, within the last 6 months.
Pulp Fiction.
It's great.
Wait, I stab her 3 times? What? No. Stab her 1 time.
I'm not going to do it. You're going to do it. Next time, when I bring an ODing bitch to your house, I'll do it. Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Is that the movie we're talking about today?
I wish now, damn it. I want to talk about that.
No.
The movie we're talking about was good. It was fine. It was fun.
You're giving away all the content.
I mean, it sucked. I hated it, but I actually loved it at the same time. It's weird.
Why are we even doing the episode now? Episode 76, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, based off the 80s children's book.
Did you ever read the book?
Yes.
Did you? I never did.
I'm not surprised. Every time it comes up to, did you read the book? The answer is always no.
Unless it's a Stephen King book, then yeah.
Did you read Jurassic Park?
No.
Would you like to borrow Jurassic Park?
No.
Because it's really good.
No.
Did you read Jaws?
Yes.
Oh, you did read Jaws.
Yes.
Okay. Did you read Green Mile?
Yes.
See? Okay. Did you read Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
No.
Ugh. Did you read 300?
No. I refuse.
I'm off the top of my head, I'm running out of book ideas. Or, books that we did movies over.
Right.
All right. We are stepping back to 2009. I didn't realize that this movie was that old.
Yeah, when I looked it up, I was like, man, that seemed like such a long time ago.
Right? But I didn't think this movie was that old. I thought it was more recent than that. Like a 15, 16. Not 09.
When I think of the CG or computer animated movies that came out around that time, the animation in this was really good as far as smooth and almost Looney Tunes-esque with everything stretching and
oh yeah,
but I keep thinking back to Open Season.
Yeah.
Surf's Up, Shark Tales, Over the Hedge. I watched a video the other morning about Hoodwinked. Have you ever seen that?
I forgot it. I haven't seen it, but
holy shit, that looks like a direct-to-video animation.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of the Saturday morning cartoons that they do every week. that they're like, oh yeah, we'll do this in CGI. It'll be so cool. Oh no, it looks shitty. It looks so shitty.
I feel like, especially if you're doing a kids show or movie anyway, just come up with your style. Come up with an art style. Don't go realistic.
Absolutely. And don't. One of the things I actually really liked about watching this movie, for one, I was a little worried because I was like, oh shit, I remember those movies from back then. I thought the animation was going to be a little janky.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that it wasn't Pixar-esque or God dang it, who's the other one?
DreamWorks?
DreamWorks, thank you. They all seem to have the exact same style.
Yeah.
And it's cool, it's interesting for a while, but once you get like 6 or 7 movies in and they all do the exact same animation style, I'm like, I'm bored.
Yeah, it's like
the stories are good, but I'm bored of the animation. I'm glad Cloudy went a different direction.
You can watch any Disney movie from any era, and you can see like, oh, Frozen is updated or more advanced version of Aladdin, which is an updated, more advanced version of Cinderella, so on, so on. But when you actually look at what it is, it's the same style.
Yeah,
it's the Disney style.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that Cloudy went a different direction.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the evolution, but that's the thing, is you're looking at an evolution of a form, which is not the same as two different forms. Wait, are we already talking about the movie? I haven't done any of the preamble.
I know. I just want to get that out of the way because
You're just giving away content.
I know.
All right. Written by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Directed by Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and Judy Barrett.
Barrett. Yeah.
Barrett,
she wrote the book.
Ah, okay. I think I have my notes flipped. I think I wrote directed and written in the wrong.
Directed by Jody Barrett and written by Chris Lord.
Yeah. Okay, so written Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Judy Barrett. Directed by Phil Lord, Christopher Miller. I think I have it right now.
Are you familiar with any of the things that they've worked on?
No.
21 Jump Street.
Gross.
I never watched those. I had no desire.
I'm not really big on Jonah Hill or Channing Tatum.
They worked on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay. Wait, define worked on.
I believe they were the producers of that.
No, that just means they put money up.
Yeah, but they had a say in some things too.
Sure.
The movie Storks. Did you ever watch Storks?
No.
It's fucking phenomenal. It's so funny.
I don't even
God.
know if I've heard of Storks.
I never did either. And my kid, she picked out a movie out of the Red Box one day. This is a while ago. And she brought this home, and she had wanted to watch it a few times. And we'd go to the Red Box and we'd pick out different movies. And I looked at the art on the cover, on the image on the Red Box. I'm like, this movie looks stupid. This looks so dumb. It looked like Hoodwinked and Surf's Up and Shark's Tale and Barnyard.
Yeah.
But man, she finally rented it one day. Her mom took her, and her mom was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to watch it. I sat down and watched it with her. It was so good. It's so funny. But hopefully we pull it from the hat.
So you said Storks. You know what that makes me think of?
Babies.
Actually, yeah, kind of. On Disney Plus, they're never advertised, and you have to dig around to find them, which is, it sucks because I don't know how we discovered them, but there are a collection of like Disney Plus shorts that are fantastic. They're visually different. The stories are fun. But there's one, I believe it's called Partly Cloudy.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And the clouds make babies or baby animals or just baby whatever. And then the storks come and there's a cloud and their partner stork. So the cloud makes the child and then the stork delivers the child. And there's one. So our story follows a storm cloud who always just makes the
worst,
the dangerous,
the shark, and
the shark, the crocodile, the ram. One of my favorites is the porcupine. And this poor, beaten down Stark just has to deliver the just worst. Partly Cloudy's fantastic. Lava is a musical, and it's all there's a guy singing and playing the ukulele, and then a woman joins him, and it's a love story about volcanoes called Lava. It's super good. There's one called Piper about a piper bird learning to get oysters and stuff from the
Oh yeah, I've seen that
that
one
one's
too.
really good. I can't think of the name of it, but there's one about this really big blue goofy bird sitting on a power line with these little uppity birds. That one's really funny. But there are these hidden gems on Disney Plus. If you find one of them, the like more like this option will lead you to the others. They're fantastic.
They are shorts that would be on Pixar
Yeah.
Blu-ray movies. There
But
was
are they all from, or were some of them made for Disney Plus? I don't know.
there might have been some that were made specifically for Disney Plus, but I know the ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I actually have copies of like Frozen or Toy Story 2 or whatever,
Yeah.
and they are an option you can pick to watch on there. But there's one that my favorite is Abducted.
Yes. Is that the one where the alien is learning to pilot the
Yes.
UFO and his very unamused instructor?
Absolutely.
That one's hilarious.
I love that so much.
That one is we've talked about with several movies about that absurd slapstick style humor. And Abducted hits it nail on the head.
Yeah, and I love that I think almost all of them do it with no dialogue.
No.
It's all just visual gags, and
it's storytelling. It's visual storytelling.
It works so well.
And Abducted, you gotta watch the credits to get the full story.
Yes, I love that one so much. That's my favorite. That's
Wilhelm scream. Ah!
Yes, if you haven't watched any of those, go on Disney Plus. Just search Abducted.
Yeah.
Or
Piper, Lava, Partly Cloudy.
Partly Cloudy is an awesome one too.
It will lead you to the others. Those are better than most of the full-length features. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
Getting back to it. So you're saying Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, they have a decent catalog.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to raise a red flag. Now, I can't raise a 3-writer flag because I don't think Judy Barrett actually had a hand in writing the screenplay.
Probably not.
She's getting a writing credit because it's based off her book.
True.
So that's not, we've talked about in the past, that's not actually 3 writers. However, we have a double red flag for not just 1, but 2 writer-directors.
So you don't like the dual directors?
I'm fine with the dual directors, but they're both writers.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They're both the movie's writer. Red flag, writer-director. Well, both of this movie's directors are also both of this movie's writers.
Okay, I can see that.
That's concerning to me. That's a red flag. Double red flag. The name of our next movie. Double red flag, starring Tevis as Switchblade Killingsworth, a man on the ragged edge. After terrorists hijack a donut shop, killing his family in an explosion of dough and
Jesus
oil.
Christ. Kind of dark.
He has a death wish that no pastry can fill. Double red flag.
I'll get to work on the script right away.
Yes. Do you think we can still get John Lithgow to do his vaguely European bad guy accent?
I hope so. Or that guy from Passenger 57.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
always bet on black.
God. Well, Tevis, it looks like you have stalked me here.
Oh my God. Is John Lithgow here?
You fool. Now I will kill you as I killed your family.
It's perfect.
Thank you. Okay, speaking of accents, you mentioned Wesley Snipes. What the hell is Wesley Snipes' accent in Deadpool and Wolverine? I've watched the Blade movies. I don't remember him sounding like he's from Louisiana.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't remember him having an accent because Gambit was in the scene, so he was just filling the whole screen with
That's
accent.
true. But no, listen to how Wesley Snipes talks. I think it's a combination of his age and maybe the teeth weren't fitting quite right.
Damn it. You mean I'm going to have to go back and watch Deadpool and Wolverine?
Just the Wesley Snipes part.
Oh, I got to start from the beginning and work my way to it.
Because he's just like, whatever, there's only ever been one Blade. And I'm going, I think he's like inadvertently absorbing the Channing Tatum gambit.
Might be.
Because he has an accent and I don't know why.
No, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and check that out. I don't remember that.
Unless I don't remember the Blade movies and he had an accent in Blade,
I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
No.
Whatever. What are we talking about?
Cloudy.
Cloudy. Partly cloudy?
Partly cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Oh.
And Blade for some reason?
And Blade. All right. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, starring Bill Hader and Anna Faris. Okay. I did a double take here.
Okay.
Budget. Made with an estimated $100 million.
Holy shit.
What in the hell?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
I double checked it.
I mean, I guess the animators got to get paid, but damn, that seems high.
Now, I did a little digging, and I don't have my notes on it. But this was, if I'm not mistaken, and you can look it up real quick to get the details right that I inevitably get wrong, because I'm 0 for life on remembering anything. But this, I believe, was the first animated movie Sony did with a new technology that did foreground and background 3D.
Yeah, that is what I'm finding out here.
That has to, I mean, other than the fact that actually this movie has a surprisingly stacked cast. So I imagine they paid quite a bit for cast, but this had to have been their experimental attempts at this 3D.
What I'm finding out here, it says Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs cost around $100 million to produce, primarily due to the complex and highly detailed CGI animation required to bring the food-based weather phenomenon to life, which is intricate character designs, dynamic weather effects, and large-scale environments. Okay, yeah.
Am I the only one who thinks that's horseshit?
Yeah, demanding significant processing power and rendering time, which I understand the whole rendering time thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. You have a guy, you drew a stick figure walking into a porta potty. That will take 3 days.
Basically, yeah.
To render out. But, like, why? This is James Cameron levels of why. You weren't worried about your movie. You were worried about trying to push this new technology idea. And also James Cameron. This still counts as one. It's a continuation. It wasn't a period. It was a comma. You only let me have one, so it was a comma. It's a run-on sentence.
Okay. There was a period. You said run-on sentence, period. Now you're going back into...
No, it was an ellipses, because I let out a long, heavy sigh. So period. It was an ellipses. It was a ... It's okay. Still continuing.
Period.
Put a period on nom, 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 nom. You know, I was talking to Sarah the other day. Sidebar on a sidebar. Sidebarception.
Okay.
She almost told her boss, nom, 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 nom.
What?
I guess she was having a bad day and she was having a rough day at work and people were being just real, extra. And she almost dropped it, nom, nom, nom. And then she realized, wait, not only should I not say that at work, because you shouldn't tell your boss or coworkers to eat your ass, they wouldn't get it either. And I'm loving the stories we're hearing of real people out in the real world dropping ticket price lines and then people looking at them like they're insane.
That is my favorite, honestly.
What was it? Kenneth, right? He left the comment saying he's caught himself frequently going, "This is fine."
Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall levels of fine.
People, I just imagine people at work, like in cubicles or something, just like, or in a boardroom meeting, like a Liar Liar, and then everyone just turns and looks at him like, "What in the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, that made my day.
I get no end of amusement from that, and yeah, Sarah almost dropped. She said she really wanted to drop a nom 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 at work. Getting back to why I hate James Cameron. No, but like, did we need to spend $100 million on a technical exercise? Seems unnecessary, combined with the fact that everyone pretty much universally hates 3D.
No, I think we did. It the weather effects look great.
They look fine.
They look great.
No, they look normal. They look fine.
They look great. I
Sure.
love them.
I mean, they look good, but they don't look $100 million good.
That's 2009. We have to advance.
Like, you want me to do the inflation calculator?
No, I'm just saying, like,
So it's $150 million.
how much did it make?
Worldwide gross of $243 million.
They got their money back.
Could have got a lot more if they.
Yeah, but I don't know.
This movie made what it was going to make,
No,
regardless of
absolutely not.
super 3D computer.
There's a difference between this movie and Hoodwinked.
Yes, but the computer had nothing to do with the animation style. It just added effects no one cared that much about.
If it looked like Hoodwinked,
How much did Hoodwink make?
don't care.
Look it up.
No,
You keep bringing up Hoodwinked for some reason.
because I've watched a video on Hoodwinked and it was terrible.
Was the video called Hoodwinked?
It was 2005 is when Hoodwink came out.
The only thing I remember about Hoodwinked is the promotional poster had all of the like Red Riding Hood characters, but in like a Usual Suspect style lineup.
Yes,
I'm thinking of the right movie.
that's
right?
exactly
Okay.
what it is. Yeah, it was made with $15 million.
You're saying maybe they should have spent 20.
I'm saying they should have spent 100.
No. Not every movie needs to waste $100 million, just like not every movie needs to be 3.5 hours long. Zack Snyder.
So that movie made $110 million.
It had a higher percentage yield. Hoodwinked made more money, profit margin style, than Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I say over time, no. Because we're not talking about, we don't pull Hoodwink from the hat. The Hoodwink is not going in the hat. If I pull out Hoodwink from the
Sarah.
hat, I'm going to
Sarah.
slap Sarah.
I know you're listening, Sarah. I need you to write Hoodwinked on a slip of paper. Have your husband do it so Tevis won't recognize the handwriting.
Yeah, we're not sitting here talking about Hoodwinked.
No, we're talking about the $100 million Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. $243 million worldwide gross. Awards, 1 win with an additional 14 nominations. Fortunately, none of them were
Oscar worthy.
of particular note, good or bad. And it was pretty much all effects. I almost went to ratings, but we're not there. Tevis, what was your history with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I don't remember when I watched it. I know it was around the time when my daughter was able to actually sit and watch films.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2015. But I wasn't excited for it. Because honestly, the cover art kind of turned me off of it. But
they spent $100 million.
I know. But when I put it in and I watched it, I see where they spent their $100 million now that I think about it. I liked it. I loved it. I thought it was great. Great story, great animation. great weather
You're
effects.
giving away final thoughts. I asked for your history.
That was what my history was. I thought it was great at the
okay.
time of me watching it. But then we pulled it from the hat, and I don't know now.
Okay. This is the first time I've watched it all the way through, start to finish. Until now, I've seen bits and pieces of it because my daughters have watched it once or twice. But I was always, getting ready for work, leaving for work, coming home from work. You know what I mean? And it was always just, I caught snippets. So this was my first full viewing of Cloudy. I'm not giving away any content. Should we just go into ratings and reviews and final thoughts? Should we just move on? Because you basically already got us there. So, movie opens with narration. Joy of joys. Why do multiple writers love narration?
This is a children's movie,
So,
you have to get them engaged into it. I don't like opening narration. I don't like
children
narration.
are not engaged by opening narration.
Some are.
No, they're not. I doubt most of them are even listening to it.
I didn't have a problem with it because it was a children's movie.
No, see, now you're like, children are dumb and we need to dumb things down and we need to dumb down the quality for dumb children. I disagree.
Well, you're wrong, but okay. It's not aimed at our age group.
You're right, but you don't have to dumb it down for them. Children are not dumb.
I understand that.
We meet young Flint Lockwood. He's different.
So tell me about the opening narration.
Well, it's Bill Hader.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
I absolutely love when he's talking about his town and how irrelevant it is.
The part I did actually make me chuckle when he was like, our town is actually an island. Was it Swallow Falls, hidden under the A in Atlantic on the maps. That I was like, okay, that was clever.
That was awesome. I love that.
Their chief exports, sardines.
And when the world realized that sardines are gross, the newspaper headline. No, the opening narration works for me.
No, the opening jokes work that could have been done in a not narrated fashion.
I don't have a problem with it.
I understand that. And you're wrong. And it's fine. It's fine that you're wrong. God damn it.
Are you dying over there?
Yes. Slightly. As long as I don't laugh too hard, I'll be fine. So, yeah, life with only sardines. Now, why did this island only eat sardines? Could they not import food?
Nobody knew where it was. It was under the A. They couldn't find it.
Swallow Falls? Where? There's no Swallow Falls.
Nobody's ever heard of it.
But we meet young Flint, and he dreams of being an inventor. He has posters in his room of like Alexander Graham Bell and Nikola Tesla and, all the greats.
What is it? Brent says in the classroom, he wants to be smart and that's lame.
Yeah. Brent.
Yeah. Baby Brent.
Well, you see, young Flint had come up with a way to cure the untied shoelace epidemic. And that was with spray-on shoes. To which then Brent, and he's not wrong, he's like, hey, idiot, how do you take them off? And he was like, uh-oh. And he couldn't take them off. And he was ridiculed mercilessly.
Those were some tough ass shoes.
Yes, but it does also highlight a key characteristic of Flint Lockwood, and that he's bad at inventing. He's basically Rand Peltzer.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not. And we will talk about that at the end of the movie.
Okay. He super is, though.
No, he's not.
He just doesn't have a family of his own yet. Because he doesn't know what a vagina looks like because he's Flint Lockwood.
This looks like Snoopy.
Vaginas look like Snoopy?
No, I said
What?
I said Flint Lockwood looks like Snoopy.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you meant, though. Now I'm just...
That's 100% what I meant.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
See, now we need the camera, so we just have footage of us eyeing each other.
Stare off.
Now, Flint's mom is super supportive, and because of that, she dies.
She doesn't just die. God.
Presumably, she died during one of Flint's many invention tests.
She got cancer from the hair unbalder.
Yeah. Or chopped to pieces by the new Vegematic.
That is Rand Peltzer.
They're the same.
No, they are
yes,
not.
They are.
They are not the same.
Okay, though.
Flint Lockwood's way better.
We learn that adult Flint. Also, yeah, we do get the montage of all of his terrible inventions.
The remote TV.
Which is a remote. Or no, you turn it on and the TV grows legs. And then walked over to you on the couch so you could then turn the dial. And then presumably it would walk back into place. Except it gained sentience, kicked a hole in the wall, and ran to freedom. Or the hair unbalder that he poured on his dad without permission. And then he grew hair like Sasquatch all over his skin.
Yep.
Or
the monkey thought translator.
The monkey thought translator. So you can know exactly what a monkey is thinking.
Eve.
Because that was so important to me.
I love it. I love it. My favorite, the ratbirds.
The ratbirds, which actually become, so they're a hybrid of a rat with a bird. My question is why? Everything else up to this point, I get. Monkey translator, not so much, but I get what he's going for. Why the ratbirds?
Trying something
His
new.
Rand Peltzer ass.
He's trying something new.
Yeah, and they become an invasive species that bred out of control and have become an actual threat.
Wait till the
we
end.
see a ratbird abduct a child, and they're like, Steve or Clint or whatever, play dead, man, play dead, he'll drop you. It took a child. Flint Lockwood has caused the death of children as they were horrifyingly devoured by ratbirds. We could do an episode of Running from Monsters.
The ratbird.
On ratbirds.
Okay, let's do that. I don't have a problem with him taking that kid. That was fine.
That's that kid.
Yeah.
So.
Wish he'd take Brent.
God. You're not wrong. But it would have taken more than one to carry Brent away.
That's true.
So, adult Flint comes up with an idea to solve the only can eat sardine issue. It's a machine that takes water in the top and brings food out at the bottom.
Sounds logical to me.
And then we see Flint going into his laboratory. And I wrote, oh, good. Flint is Baby Driver levels of annoying.
No. Oh, yes. God, no.
Because he's just like, he like hums his own theme song everywhere he goes. And he has one of those shitty Simon Says toys. He's like, engaging door lock, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, pop, boop. And then he just like pulls a curtain back. And I'm like, you are a grown man. I hate you.
I love him. I think he's hilarious.
No, Flint Lockwood irritates the shit out of me.
I absolutely love it.
I hate him. I don't like the character trope of man-child. Bugs the hell out of me.
How old is he? We don't know.
He's at least 18.
Maybe.
So he should at least be not this much of a fucking loser.
He's a geeky little kid.
No, he's a grown adult.
He's not a grown adult. I'm going to say he's 17. 16, 17.
Shut up.
He's a geeky little kid who just he doesn't want to have interactions with people. He just wants to do his thing. He wants to invent something to help his town.
Yeah, but he's bad at it. This whole
Yeah.
opening thing has been like, here's Flint Lockwood. He wants to be an inventor, but there's only one problem. He's bad at it. And he's so bad at it, it killed his mom.
Jesus Christ. No, it did not kill his mom.
Actually, we don't know how his mom passes away. We just know that she passed away and he's left with his short-spoken but terribly understanding father. His father is very understanding of a lot of things.
I like that they don't have that moment of her dying, having that tragedy or whatever, because that's not what the story's about.
No,
We just learn
because we would have seen one of his inventions kill her.
the ratbird.
The ratbirds escaped and killed his mom.
No.
No, I'm sorry. Flint is baby levels of
Oh, Baby Driver? No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Baby Driver sucked. That character sucked.
Flint Lockwood sucks.
This is a cartoon.
You are a cartoon.
This is a cartoon aimed at children. Baby Driver was supposed to be a fucking serious film aimed at adults, and that character sucked.
He was a young man excited about finding new love.
Flint Lockwood? Yeah.
Well, we're not there yet. So his dad is like, son, stop inventing. You're bad at it. Just come work full time with me at the bait and tackle store. It's time to grow up. And I agree with his father.
No.
Yes.
So you're going to sit here and tell me that you have to grow up by giving up on your dream.
If your dreams inflict bodily harm on people, yes.
It was one child. It was
That's too many.
One cartoon child.
And his cartoon mom.
No.
He turned his dad into a Bigfoot.
He doesn't want to live the simple
TV
life.
gains sentience and kicks through brick walls. We see it steal a person later in the movie.
So funny.
It is a menace that needs to be destroyed. Flint Lockwood only makes monsters. He's basically Flint Whalen-Yutani.
Frankenstein. He's Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah, but at least Dr. Frankenstein obtained a degree. Flint Lockwood is an asshole in a porta potty.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
We meet more baby Brent because there's going to be the mayor, surprise Bruce Campbell, by the way.
Yes.
The mayor is doing a grand unveiling for a new tourist attraction that will bring people to Swallow Falls. And baby Brent is there for the ribbon cutting, except baby Brent is like a 20-year-old. Well, no, he's the same age as Flint. They were in class together, so they're like 20.
Okay, we'll go 20. But still, Flint has his love. He wants to invent stuff. He doesn't want to be bothered with
women,
friendships, or
he doesn't want to be bothered with friendships.
Absolutely.
That makes him sound like a psychopath.
He's focused on
making monsters,
inventing something
inventing monsters
to help his town. That's what he wants to do.
No, he's secretly destroying it.
He's bad at it. He is bad at it.
Thank you.
But he learns from his mistakes.
No, he doesn't.
And he fixes them.
No. He haphazardly falls ass backwards into one fix one time.
Fixed it.
So we meet baby Brent, woman under each arm.
So why is baby Brent important?
Oh, he's not.
Well, because he's not important
to the movie. You mean the movie? So baby Brent, because we keep calling him baby Brent, despite the fact that he's like 20 years old. Swallow Falls' whole economy was based off the Baby Brent Sardine Company. And Brent, as a baby, hence baby Brent, was the Coppertone Baby-esque mascot.
Yeah.
So he actually was the mascot for the Baby Brent Sardine Company. He is a local celebrity.
Yeah, he's like that one or two people that have the last name in the small town that everybody knows, and
yeah, they own everything.
They own everything and think they are just big shit.
And I have in my notes, baby Brent needs to die.
Yeah,
If ratbirds were to devour him, no one would.
I didn't like.
Did you just get a text message, not on your phone, but on your computer now?
Yes.
You didn't silence your computer notifications before we started to record?
It's on vibrate.
Why? That we heard? Why do you? Great. You have now added another device that will listen to your notifications come through on. Love it. Fantastic. Not irritated at all.
I'm trying to figure out how to get it hooked up to my car so that it honks every time I get a text.
Weren't. Yes. That sounds like a Flint Lockwood device.
I would take it.
But baby Brent shows up for the grand unveiling. Now, Flint is then harassed by the town police officer. Surprise, Mr. T.
I love this.
What's his name? I just called him Mr. T. I know his character has a name. I just don't know what it is.
Does, and I can't. My chest hair's tingling. Something's wrong.
Yeah. He's basically a better version of RoboCop because he doesn't need to be a cyborg to be awesome.
What was his name in this?
You know, this might be a hot take while he looks up Mr. T's character's name. The best version of RoboCop, it's not the original, it's not the remake. It's the Alvin and the Chipmunks spoof.
What?
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks have a RoboCop spoof.
Okay, I did not know this.
Yeah, where Alvin is like this hot shit cop that then, you know, while
Gets
on
brutally murdered.
basically, and left in a dumpster, and then they remake him as RoboCop.
Okay, that's wildly
There's
inappropriate.
3 people out there going, I know what he's talking about.
How? Okay. I don't understand how these ultra violent 80s movies got turned into being aimed towards children.
Rambo was a childhood classic.
And it turned into a cartoon. The same way with RoboCop. Oh.
Did Terminator have Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice did, but I think Beetlejuice was PG.
Okay.
But no, like I try to screen every movie that I watch before I introduce it to my daughter.
Sure. As we try.
Yeah. And
unless it's like, hey, you want to go see Aladdin 4? Well, that's probably fine.
Yeah. But I thought about, well, maybe RoboCop. Maybe she'd like RoboCop. So I sat down and I watched it one day. No, I forgot. I mean, there's boobs in it. There's a brutal murder of a police officer.
First, wait a minute. First, I gotta stop you. Okay. You guys watched Deadpool.
Yes.
Which has brutal police murders and boobs.
Yeah, I fast forwarded through that.
Okay. But this is a movie with your daughter.
Yes.
Who presumably has boobs.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
Okay.
No. But and Deadpool, it's so over the top, like cartoonish.
Sure.
So that was fine.
RoboCop, someone's face gets melted off by acid or something.
Yeah, and then he gets hit by a car and he explodes all over the windshield. Like, no,
that's cartoonish.
I want to show it to her so bad just because I think she would really like it. But
so wait, does that mean you won't show her Total Recall?
Yeah, no.
Also because Total Recall sucks.
I love Total Recall.
Shut up.
A 3-boobed woman.
Your taste in movies is so bad.
Earl Devereaux is the character that Mr. T plays.
That's right. Mr. T. Earl Devereaux. Super cop.
I love his character.
And his biker shorts. He runs like Tom Cruise. I will not be surprised if someone's like, oh no, we animated Mr. T's characters, Mr. Devereaux's running animation off of Tom Cruise's form.
Love it. And I don't know why, but I love the way he says Flint Lockwood.
Flint Lockwood.
Every time he's talking about it.
It's never just Flint, it's always Flint Lockwood.
Oh, Flint Lockwood.
Where it's like, something's wrong. And he backflips away. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he says. My chest hair's tingling. Something is wrong.
Something's wrong. My chest hairs are telling me something's wrong. He backflips away.
He didn't come back for the sequel.
Mr. T didn't?
No, Terry Crews. is the one who voiced him. I like Terry Crews, I really do, but it wasn't the same. It didn't work for me.
I've watched the sequel recently too.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
it was still Mr. T.
no, it was
Oh.
Terry Crews, and I was so disappointed because man, he was my favorite part of this movie.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Officer Devereaux might be the best character in this movie.
I agree.
Second only to James Caan as Mr. Lockwood.
It's Earl and then Flint for me.
So, the grand unveiling of Sardine Land.
What's the name of that Shamo?
Shamo, the world's largest sardine.
And then
watch out if you're in the splash zone.
That one guy standing in that little circle. Oh, it was so good.
And then everyone around him gets splashed. He's like, oh man.
That was so funny.
Okay. I'm gonna pause here because you think it's funny. I kind of felt like this movie was trying too hard for its humor.
Sometimes, yeah.
Some of the jokes work and made me laugh, but most of the time I'm just sitting there going, you guys are trying too hard.
Yeah, no, I agree with, there was a few that I was like, okay, that's meh, but most of them work for me.
Okay. They unveil, but while everyone is busy at the unveiling, Flint lies to his father like an asshole and then sneaks off to do an invention he promised his dad he wouldn't do, like an asshole. Then, as he promised his dad that nothing would go wrong and it was under control, it did because it wasn't. And his machine turns into a rocket, destroys Sardine Land, kills, I think, a couple of people, and then takes off into the stratosphere, to which Officer Devereaux locks Flint
some police brutality
in an arm bar. No, he was properly restraining a known supervillain at this point.
You saying the Flint Lockwood grows up to be Dr. Doom levels of supervillain?
Because Dr. Doom was intelligent and competent.
That's fair. Okay.
He grows up to be Rand Peltzer.
No, he's not Rand Peltzer.
Known menace, Rand Peltzer. He makes the illogical logical. He can now talk to a monkey, and the monkey can talk back, kind of. He didn't increase Steve's intelligence. He just made it to where he could talk. But Steve is obviously the dumbest monkey Flint could find.
That's true, yeah.
Surprise, Neil Patrick Harris.
You forgot to bring up Sam Sparks.
All the while, all this nonsense is going on. Intern weather person, Sam Sparks, she is brought to Swallow Falls to cover the grand unveiling. She's very nervous about being on camera for the first time and pulls a real ticket price.
Yeah, she screws it all up, doesn't she? Hello, Sam Sparks, I'm America.
And I went, oh, that gag.
Yeah. I like what they do with her character. That flip that they do from the 90s 2000 romance movie trope BS. I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a moment I'd never caught it the first couple of times I watched this. I caught it this time when he puts on her glasses when they're in the Jello mold, and she can't see, and he's super blurry, but he's got this masculine looking chin.
He looks really handsome.
He does. And then he puts the glasses on her, and she goes, "Oh," she sees what he really looks like.
Because
I love that.
Flint deserves to die alone. But we meet Sam. The machine turns into a rocket, destroys everything. People die. So when does everyone sigh? Like gasp?
When the sardine aquarium is
Oh, Shamo.
yeah, when it got shattered and
Yeah. I hated this. So Shamo's tank, which is just a world's largest goldfish bowl, gets knocked over and Shamo almost dies. Or maybe he does die. Oh no, he does die. Shamo gets carried away by a fucking ratbird.
forgot about
Dead. But then everyone gasps. But it's like you see the mayor and Baby Brent, and then you see Officer Devereaux, and then you see a bunch of people in the crowd, and then you see Sam. Oh God, I'm hyperventilating.
I was say you need a paper bag.
I'm hyperventilating. And then you say, and it goes on. And then Steve and Flint. I'm just, oh God, this joke sucks. And I wrote it, this joke sucks. It goes on way too long. Because obviously, if you take a stupid joke, but you just stretch it out, Life of Brian style, it gets funnier. Because that's what we learned watching Life of Brian.
There is not one Life of Brian moment in this movie.
Oh yeah, this gag, this
Is this when they're looking
gag.
up at the sky watching it rain burgers?
Yeah, and everyone.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that feeling. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Jake just passed out.
I wish I had. So, Flint Lockwood is hiding at the docks, rightfully so, because he's a menace to society and should be imprisoned. And he lied and disappointed his dad. He lied to and disappointed his father.
Haven't we all?
Who is the world's most understanding man? His son murdered his wife, and he's still rolling with the punches.
He did not.
Yes, he did. How did she die?
They don't ever say.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
It was the cancer from the radiation from
the lab.
From the remote TV.
That would be Flint's fault. But Sam shows up, also lamenting her failure, but doesn't see Flint there, and Flint then realizes she's there and doesn't say anything, so he just creeps on her like a creep. To which she then dangles her feet off the edge of the dock, and her heels go directly into Flint's oversized eyeballs.
Okay, so Fran Lockwood doesn't say how she died.
It was definitely invention-based.
But she died when Flint was around 13 years old.
After he started inventing.
And they said, well, yeah, because she gives him the lab coat.
Yeah.
But then they say in the movie that she had died like 10 years ago.
He's 23! This 23-year-old fucking loser! Walking around the streets of Shallow Falls. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Or whatever his theme is.
What's that? I love it.
You want to punch him in the face.
You want to punch him in the face, but you didn't want to punch Baby Driver in the face.
Baby was 18.
Baby was more annoying.
Flint has 5 years on him.
No, Baby Driver was way more annoying.
We did the math.
I don't care about the math, but I'm saying Baby Driver was an adult human.
Sorry, is Flint an ape of some sort? Is he some sort of ferret?
He is cartoon.
An adult man cartoon.
He's able to get away with certain things because he is a cartoon. And this is one of those that I'm giving him a pass on. And Baby Brent can piss off. I hate Baby Brent.
Yeah, Baby Brent needs to die.
He is annoying. And I don't even
surprise Andy Samberg.
Even the voice. I don't like Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg's man-child voice?
Oh.
Hey, Flint.
Oh my God, there it is.
Oh. I hate the trope of man-child, and this movie is just man-children.
There it is.
So the machine goes haywire and begins sucking in moisture from the clouds and creates food-based weather phenomena. and it begins to rain burgers. And everyone rejoices because they don't have to eat sardines now. They can eat the burgers.
I'm with the town. I would love it.
They should lynch Flint Lockwood.
I would love it if it would start raining cheeseburgers right now.
Fat ass. After this, we'll go get lunch. You fat. All right. But now everyone's like, "Oh man, this is crazy," and the mayor begins to eat everything. Actually, I did enjoy this joke of every time we see the mayor from the burgers on, he's a little bigger until he forms his full size needs a mobility scooter mayor.
He's pressed up against the handlebars.
He drives it with his belly.
Yeah. It's right there. That's a picture of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
It reminds me, I've seen an image on the internet. It was on Facebook probably, of this guy looked like the mayor, about that size, in one of those shopping carts at Walmart, and he's got it tilted over, almost falling into the soda pop aisle.
He's leaning for a case of soda, and the whole cart is just two-wheeled on the side.
Yeah, but that's a perfect snapshot.
America. Yeah, but if it was truly American, there would be like a gun strapped to the back.
That's true. That is true.
So now everyone loves this. Flint becomes an overnight hero and celebrity of the people. And now everyone's like, "Hey, can you make it do this? Can you make it rain this food and that food? And what can we do for breakfast and lunch and dinner?" And the people get real greedy. Even Officer Devereaux is like, Can you do something special for the angel, my baby boy Cal? Does it do anything for my baby boy? I love him. He's my angel." And then they make it snow ice cream for Cal's special day. And then at some point, Flint tries to kiss Sam, and it's real bad.
Was this before or after the snowball fight?
Ugh. So I've never actually been in a snowball fight before because I'm a giant, and he's not even a believable nerd or loser. Like, he's a child. He would have been in a snowball fight. But he's like, "Is there like a point system, or is it like to the death?" I'm like, I hate you. I hate everything you say. I hate everything you do. I hope you die.
I love Flint even more now.
He is the worst. But then he gets too enthralled with the idea of a snowball fight as a 23-year-old man begins hitting children with balls of ice cream as hard as he can. And he basically starts headshotting people, and they collapse like dying characters in a video game. He then starts kicking in people's doors to their homes and invades their homes and starts headshotting people with ice cream snowballs. Like a menace. He is a menace at everything he does. Even when he tries to have basic, harmless fun, he takes it to some sort of violent extreme.
It's like Randy Johnson hitting that bird on the mound.
And they just explode into feathers. He needs to be incarcerated or executed.
Well, even Steve is throwing chocolate snowballs.
Oh, wait. And poop joke. We got there, everyone.
We did.
It was unnecessary. It was as unnecessary as it was unfunny.
I didn't mind it. I actually kind of chuckled.
The monkey throwing poop joke is not funny.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, Joe Dirt.
Nope. Way better than Joe Dirt poop joke.
But then Flint uses the machine to create Jell-O, and he creates a Jell-O like play palace for he and Sam to have a date because Sam loves Jell-O. And they begin playing in the Jell-O room. Which, when I say it like that, sounds way more sexy and enjoyable than what we actually get in this movie.
I've never heard of anybody say Jell-O and sexy in the same sentence.
You've never been to Jell-O wrestling.
Okay, I'll take that back. Yep.
To me, it's way classier and sexier than mud wrestling because you can't eat the mud off the girl.
That's true. Okay, I retract what I said.
Thank you. Apparently, you have Flint Lockwood levels of experience with women. You fucking menace. The date goes well, but this is where Sam. So we learn that Sam is all dolled up and is attractive and beautiful and looks nice because she wants to be a weather person on TV. And so you have to look a certain way. Because when she was the kid, she was ridiculed for having her hair pulled back in a ponytail and wearing glasses and having braces and, looking like.
Being nerdy and smart and
Yeah. We also learned that she's super intelligent. She is way more intelligent than Flint is.
I agree with
But
that.
she hides it because that's not what people want. That's not what people want her to be. And so she hides it. But that's when we get the, she pulls her hair back and puts her glasses on and realizes Flint is a troll.
Absolutely.
And not the handsome, robust man that she thinks he is with her glasses off and her impaired vision.
I love that we don't see him from her point of view ever until this moment.
Yeah. Where he's like, you can't make out details, but he has a handsome Squidward general shape.
Yeah.
So she thinks she's talking to this Adonis, and then it's like, oh no, he's a troll.
Yeah. And it's not like super obvious either. It's just a quick little shot you get of him being blurred out and handsome. I like this a lot. I like this.
And she's like, oh. Ugh. Now, ultimately, the town gets greedy and they overuse the machine. And it begins to build up to dangerous levels of mutation because it mutates the water molecules into food.
Yes.
And we learn things start to get a little haywire as it rains hot dogs at one point. But these hot dogs are like 3 feet long.
The mayor loves them.
And definitely killed someone as they fell.
No.
A 3-foot long, fully loaded hot dog falling from the stratosphere caused property damage and injury, including death. Someone died.
Not in this cartoon world, no.
So now, but Flint is still, everyone's superhero, and he invites his dad out to dinner at a new restaurant because he wants his dad to be proud of him. But while they're at this nice restaurant that has no roof because the food just falls from heaven, he's like, yeah, Dad, I got you your favorite food, meat. I went, fucking idiot. It's a steak, you absolute idiot. You're 23 years old. You know what a steak is.
I think he means his dad just loves anything meat related.
I got you steak for dinner, not just meat. Then we're going to go play sports ball. I bought a football bat. I hate Flint Lockwood.
I can tell.
I hate him. I hate this tired character trope. I'm sick of it. It is more tired and worn out than my underwear's elastic band. All right? And that's holding on by a thread, brother.
We just had Christmas. Did you not get underwear for Christmas?
No, I got socks.
Next year
is
the underwear.
We alternate socks and underwear.
Come on, baby. 11 more months.
That's right. Just hold on.
Hold. Hold. Hold.
And at a certain point, William Wallace is going to shout now, and that band is going to snap, and I'm going to be free doodle. I'm going to be free doodling somewhere.
Hopefully you're not in a meeting.
Well, at least in a meeting, presumably I'll have pants on. And
yeah, you could be giving a presentation and all of a sudden snap.
Fly takes the button off my pants and the button takes someone's eye out.
Oh.
And it still won't be as horrible as anything Flint Lockwood does on a daily basis. He probably doesn't even have a doodle to free.
You're so hard on Flint.
Don't say hard on after we're talking about free doodling.
I had to pause because I forgot his name for a minute.
Because he sucks.
Don't be so hard on Flint is what I was.
Hard on Flint.
Don't be hard on Flint.
Flint. No, that's what Sam was telling him at the Jello date. Although
Oh
she probably couldn't notice.
my God. Mm.
So he wants his dad's support. His dad's like, well, yeah, but son, like, is this under control? Is it safe? As stakes begin to fall, they begin to fall in increasingly large sizes to dangerous levels. He's like, son, look how big these stakes are. Like, this is too big. Like, this is dangerous big. Because he's right.
Now, his dad is right. I'll give him that. He's right about that.
So Flint ultimately decides his dad is right and goes to check the machine. But in the laboratory is extra large mayor.
Just messing with shit he knows nothing about.
Yeah.
Sounds like a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the machine is at a breaking point. And the mayor decides to order a Vegas style all you can eat buffet from the machine, sending it over the edge. The machine goes haywire. And now we get presumably the $100 million shot.
The spaghetti tornado?
The spaghetti and meatball tornado, and then the rumbling purple and blue storm clouds.
Beautiful.
But is it $100 million beautiful?
Back in 2009, yes.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. So they have the mayor has this big idea of making the town relevant.
A tourist destination.
A tourist destination.
Come to Swallow, or Chew and Swallow. They renamed the town to Chew and Swallow, where it rains your favorite foods.
So he decides to have this big grand moment.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one moment in this scene that grossed me out so much.
Okay.
Was the cheese spa.
Oh, yeah.
There's that guy laying in the cheese spa and he's got his arms all covered and he lifts his arm up and he runs it through the chips and then he just licks them off his arm. I'm like, gross.
Well,
Gross.
luckily, I think there's so much hot, melty nacho cheese. It how do I put this? It dilutes the Fremunda cheese enough.
Ugh. That guy doesn't look like he showers quite often.
No, he goes to the cheese spa.
Gross.
Even little angel baby boy Cal, the light of Mr. T's life, goes into a food coma because he has been eating too much junk food.
I love how they make it seem like it's an actual emergency at first. The colors kind of get toned down and he comes running out of the fog almost. And my baby boy, he's carrying him. And then I don't remember the character's name. Manny. He's like, oh, he's in a food coma. Nice.
When I was in Guatemala, I was a doctor. And then I came to the United States for a better life.
And baby Brent is still there trying to stay relevant.
Unfortunately, he has not died.
No. He's Hulk Hogan levels of desperately trying to hold on to his relevancy.
Well, baby Brent, like Hulk Hogan, has failed.
Yeah. Yes, he has.
Now.
He didn't quite get as booed as Hogan did, but whatever. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I love that for him.
I do too.
No.
I'm just sad it took the world this long to reach this point.
Yes. So I watched a thing on A&E about The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And how Hogan had lied to everybody about getting hurt.
Yeah. By
Undertaker giving him the tombstone.
Except it was the safest tombstone I think Undertaker has ever given.
Absolutely. And then they had a bunch of other people talking about Hogan too. And I was like, man, this guy, like.
Okay, I'm not going to get into it. If you go on YouTube and just type in Hulk Hogan lies, every channel that covers wrestling content at all has at least one video over the many lies of Hulk Hogan, and they all have millions of views, right? But there's one in particular that I'm like, he lies about seeing a Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, really?
And if that's who you are as a person, if that's where you're at, that you are making up lies about a Make-A-Wish kid, you need to stop breathing.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, we'll go into it off air. That's all you need to know about Hulk Hogan. He is a motherfucker that lies about Make-A-Wish kids.
Gross.
Can I get back to this terrible subject now?
Yes.
This spaghetti tornado definitely kills people, right?
No.
No, if that had been a normal tornado, people would have died from its size and ferocity. The fact that spaghetti is irrelevant, people died.
No, it's a cartoon. Nobody died.
I've watched cartoons and people die all the time. Like in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Like
Huge.
Fran Lockwood.
Like Fran. Justice for Fran.
For Fran. I was.
Flint needs to be put away. His inventions manslaughtered his own mother.
I miss Fran.
You know who also misses Fran? Flint's dad. Tim, who had his wife stolen from him. Things go crazy. Flint realizes he's got to fix it. He has his dad's support. He gets a team together. They will fly into the heart of the storm, into the very eye, the epicenter, through the nonsense to the machine and destroy it so that the madness will finally end. So Flint upgrades a previous poor invention he had, the flying car, except this time he added wings. Because he made a flying car without any understanding of basic aerodynamics or flight. Because he's an idiot.
I'll give you that one. Yeah.
He ruined his father's car.
I'll give you that one too. Okay.
But now he's upgraded the car. And they fly into the heart of the storm. And now the food has taken on a type of sentience, like white blood cells protecting the body from invaders.
You're talking about the gummy bears?
No, first I'm talking about the pizza.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
that
the pizza.
Breaks off and the slices become fighter planes.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then at one point the gummy bears attack, but Steve has a thing for gummy bears where he gets aggressively excited.
Yeah, the gummy bear thing gave me a big Twilight Zone vibe. That William Shatner one, where he's on the wing of the plane. Yeah. Or which Star Wars prequel was it where the droids are on the wing of the Jedi's starfighter?
Oh,
Revenge of the Sith, I think.
Yeah.
It gave me both big vibes of those two.
I get that. They fight their way through, but Flint. So they reach the final entrance to the tunnel, except it's basically a cavern filled with peanut brittle spikes. But Sam and Flint are both allergic to peanuts. So if they touch it, they'll go into anaphylactic shock. Except Flint's like, well, actually, no, I'll be fine. She's like, what do you mean? You said you were allergic. I kind of just said that because you said you were. And she was like, wait, you lied about an allergy because you thought it would make me like you more?
He's awkward.
He's something.
Yeah.
Then he lowers himself down on a licorice rope, except things go haywire, and it's almost like a mountain climbing movie where he's falling, and Sam's trying to hold the line, but she's touching off on peanut brittle and going into anaphylactic shock. And he's like, it's okay. I got to do this. And he chews through the licorice, and he just free falls into the heart of the machine where Chicken Brent, because baby Brent, so a grown man in a diaper pretending to be his infant self, wants to be relevant again, so joins the suicide mission to stop the machine. And then they're all attacked by kung fu fried chicken. And they eat Brent at one point, but then Brent eats his way out of the chicken, but just enough where he essentially assumes control of this meat exosuit. So it's Brent's head coming out of a fried chicken body where he continues his fight with the other fried chicken.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this.
Let's face it, I don't think anyone is a fan of anything Brent is involved in.
No, I agree.
Because he's the worst.
He is the worst.
Second only to Flint Lockwood.
I like this thing that they do with the kill code, where Flint has the kill code in his hand and he's flying. He's like, I can't lose this. And then it gets sucked out the window.
Yeah.
So he has to call his dad to have his dad send him the file to his phone. And it's like teaching the old person how to do technology. But then when it comes to the point of using this kill code, his father sent him the wrong.
Yeah, sent him the wrong
file. It was a video file. So he has to figure out a different way to take out this. I think if they would have just uploaded a kill code like that, would have been kind of lame.
Sure. Although I did appreciate the joke. So the food storm takes over the globe. And we're talking full Earth annihilation, like human extinction level event, because Flint Lockwood is a menace. But then it pans around the world of giant food landing on all the world landmarks. And they're like, for some reason, the storm seems to be specifically targeting humanity's key landmarks.
Very Independence Day-esque.
And I enjoyed that. Well, because every movie that has global phenomena, you get all the same landmarks because that's how you know. Now we're in France. Now we're in Italy. Now we're in China. Now we're in Moscow. We're in Russia. So it's like, oh no, they seem to be targeting these first.
So I found something when I was looking up information about this movie.
Yes.
When the pies hit Mount Rushmore, 3 of the presidents get hit in the face.
One of them gets hit in the back of the head.
Yes, he does.
Which president got hit in the back of the head, Tevis?
The theater lover.
Don't say it like that.
Mr. Lincoln.
Oh, that is the meanest joke.
Oh my God.
Just ever. Lincoln gets pied in the back of the head.
I watched this with my kid.
Yeah.
And when that scene popped up, because I had already done a little bit of research on this before I started watching it. And I told her, I was like, pause it, run it back, watch it again. And I said, face, back of the head. And I told her why. And the look of sheer horror on her face, she's like, oh my God, that is terrible.
He was a hero. Awful.
Terrible. But I don't know why it's so funny to me.
You're so warped. There's something wrong with you, man.
I know.
But yes, President Lincoln gets assassinated again. But kill code doesn't work. He's out of ideas. World's gonna end. He's gonna die.
One other thing about
God damn it.
about the global
crisis.
The Great Wall of China. And they have the fortune cookie.
Racist, yes.
Okay, that's where I was that was my question.
I don't know if you're aware of this. This movie, apparently Phil Lord and Christopher Miller lacked taste or sound judgment.
On that one, yeah. I would
Yeah. Fortune cookies aren't even Chinese.
No, they're Japanese.
No, they're an American invention.
They were invented by Japan too. Like Japan came up with them as well.
Well, I think Americans just went Asian food, fortune cookies. Are they not an American invention?
I think they were honestly Chinese. Let me look it up. Or Japanese rather.
Which could be, how do I put this? Never mind, I'll save it.
Because I looked it up and I almost said the origin of fortune cookies.
What other movie podcast gives you the origin of fortune cookies?
Okay, here's one of the origin of fortune cookies are a mystery, but there are several competing theories. Makoto Hagawara,
Sure.
he is often credited with inventing the fortune cookie in 1908 at the Golden Gate Park Japanese Tea Garden in San Francisco. So, yes, they're Japanese and yes, they're American.
Okay. And yes, they have nothing to do with China.
Some say Japanese immigrants on the west coast of the United States developed fortune cookies in the late 1800s.
Which then, in theory, could have then been popularized mainstream by Mr. Hagawari. What was it?
Hagawara. Yeah, that's a lot of the information I'm getting is him. The Court of Historical Review in San Francisco ruled in favor of Hagawari in a mock trial to determine the origins of the fortune cookie in 1983.
In 1983, San Francisco held a mock trial to determine the origins of the fortune cookie.
Apparently.
Have you ever had one of those moments where you're just so disappointed by humanity?
Over the past 3 or 4 months, yes. Every damn day.
Quit it. We're not going down that road.
And in 1983 in San Francisco, yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. They're an American-Japanese invention that are made to mock the Chinese, apparently.
I'm as disappointed now as I am in that member of the Village People who is arguing against the Village People being a homosexual band that made homosexual songs as gay anthems. Like, he's like, no, we weren't gay. Are you kidding me? What do you think the song YMCA is about, man? Why are you trying to take... Well, he's trying to take it because he's a super right-wing Trump supporter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, the YMCA had the Village People had one straight member, and now he's super right-wing and is trying to, like, rewrite the band's history and cultural significance.
Okay.
Like, the Village People had bangers, and they are a gay cultural touchstone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You can't just... But he's trying real hard.
Okay.
I wonder if he was the biker or the sailor.
Or the Indian. Probably the Indian.
Native American.
But he was the Indian in the band. That's what they called him in the band. I'm not being racist.
Okay. Below the synopsis of this episode, there are 2 links. One is to a merch store. Be sure to get your ticket price shirt or hat or whatever you want to buy. Another will lead you to a bingo cards. Pick a bingo card. I hope you've been playing. Those bingo cards definitely have a square that says Tevis gets racial. Want to go ahead and just cross that one off, I think.
I was not being racial. I was saying what they were calling him in the band.
That doesn't mean we have to use that terminology now.
What is it, Wayne's World, that was talking about the crying Indian?
Yeah.
So if I reference Wayne's World and I say, yeah, you remember the crying Indian?
No, you would still say crying Native American.
No, they called him the crying Indian.
You know what? What did plantation owners call their unpaid labor?
That's different.
No, that's what they called them.
That's real life. I'm talking about movies.
No, see, you keep making these weird, like, no, this is totally okay because it's a cartoon, or this is totally okay because it's for children. This is totally okay because it's a movie. No, it's not.
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's what they called them.
Stop it. Racial. So, Flint cannot stop the machine. Then he remembers there's something in his pocket. And it's his can of spray-on shoes.
Yes.
And he clogs the machine.
Clogs its butthole.
food port. It's wait.
It's the opposite.
It clogs the port that expels the food.
Butthole.
It goes in the top and out the bottom.
I mean, there you go.
But he clogs it. The machine is destroyed. The world is saved. Flint falls to his death. Oh, wait. No, his friends save him.
Nope.
No. He does fall to his death.
He falls, but he's saved because he's in the explosion.
Yeah.
But he's saved.
Oh, my God. That's right.
By the ratbirds.
By a pack of ratbirds that know him as their creator or some such.
They save his life.
The ratbirds. So they've done nothing good in their existence.
You'd say they should just let him fall?
Yes.
God, you're so mean to Flint.
Yes. Then his dad comes over and tries to say what he wants to say, what's on his mind, what's in his heart, but every time his dad talks, it just comes out as a fishing metaphor, to which we've heard this joke repeatedly throughout the movie. Dad, I don't understand your fishing metaphors. God. So then Sam, fed up with all of this, takes the monkey translator off Steve, puts it on Tim, and then Tim is finally able to really express how he feels about his son, and they have a lovely moment, and they hug. And then Sam and Flint kiss.
Awkwardly.
And I hate it. Roll credits.
Yeah. We get a shot later at towards the end where we see the town kind of rebuild.
Yeah.
And his invention for the spray-on shoes is used as roof sealant.
That's right.
So his invention worked.
Just not as intended.
Just not as intended.
And definitely killed his mother.
No.
Also, Flint Lockwood should be really grateful that stuff is pliable enough that it didn't hinder the growth of his feet.
I was thinking the same thing.
Was it Japanese foot binding?
Yes.
Horrifying.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't understand that at all.
Well, men were attracted to small feet. So women literally tortured themselves for the sake of beauty, much like women still do.
What's changed?
Well, at least as far as I know, no one is literally crippling themselves. Like some of those foot bindings were taken to such an extreme, the women couldn't walk.
They're just poisoning themselves by injecting shit into their bodies that they don't need to be.
True.
But whatever. We kind of get a hint of this.
When did you become all up in arms for women's health, safety, and rights?
I have a daughter. So 11 years ago.
Real eye-opening moment.
But this movie kind of touches on that too, because Sam, she reverts from the trying to look beautiful because you have to look beautiful to be on television, and then puts on the glasses and puts her hair up, and the newscaster at the station makes a reference.
He's even just like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?"
Yeah, and even like, well, we'll see if we can find somebody more attractive, or hopefully she comes back looking better than she does now, or something. However he says it, like, what a dick.
Well, he is a news anchor.
That's true.
Okay, can we just go on record and say everyone who is a news anchor is probably a dick?
Yes.
Yeah. They're full Phil from Groundhog's Day before his transformation.
I worked at one of the bigger grocery stores in the city that's the bigger city that's close to us.
Yeah.
And one of the weather guy, the meteorologist,
the local meteorologist.
Yeah, he was like the local town big deal, you know.
Yeah,
he thought he was,
because he's he is in a small-sized city. He's a small-sized city's meteorologist.
Yes,
you are a douchebag.
He was.
Yeah,
he would come in the store and he was a complete ass to everybody. Everybody. It was like no matter what, he always had a problem with something. Nothing we could do to make him happy, and he would constantly belittle everybody that he had any interaction with that worked at the store.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Because they were beneath him.
yes, absolutely.
Because he was on local television.
Yeah. I am on television. You must bow to me.
I'm on channel 8.
It was 2.
Oh, he was on channel 2. Well, hey,
I make the weather.
fingers crossed he's dead too. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood. I don't know.
I can tell.
All right. Ratings. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
IMDb 6.9. Rotten Tomatoes 85% for an overall rating of 154.
85. Okay. Would you like
Reviews.
to go ahead? Oh, no, sorry.
From The Guardian. The film itself is a veritable buffet of the bland and the bizarre, the sweet and the sour, and all tastes are catered for along the way. 3 out of 5 stars. Ebert.
Actual Ebert?
Ebert.
Okay.
It seemed to me the mountains of fudge, ice cream, and pancakes overshot the mark and looked silly, and the airborne food cast a pall over the city. 2.5 stars. So still better than Die Hard.
Jesus. I'm not going to even talk about Ebert. What are your final thoughts, sir?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. This movie was fine. There's nothing about it that's egregiously wrong. Do I think it's worth the ticket price? No. I just don't. I feel it's over budget. It tries way too hard. Most of the jokes are not funny. And I felt like this movie overstayed its welcome. There are points I'm sitting there watching it going, why is it still going? And it's still going, and it continued to go, and it continued to go, and I just wanted it to stop. Like, is it a bad movie? No, it's fine. It's Shelley Duvall levels of fine. Is it worth the ticket price? No. And here, honestly, was a bit of a deciding factor for me. My oldest daughter walked into the room. Dad, what are you watching? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Why are you watching this movie? Daddy, change it. I don't like this movie. Boom. There it was, straight from the babe's mouth. Literal target audience didn't like this movie and didn't want me to watch it because it's not good.
Did you get her final thoughts?
I think I just gave them. Yeah.
She just said, I don't like it.
I was just like, really? Tell me more. She's like, Daddy, change it. I don't like this movie.
Well, why don't you like this movie?
I don't know if I was going to get that in depth with her. I'm not. As in,
Did you not like the character development of Flint Lockwood?
He didn't have any.
You didn't like the relationship between Flint Lockwood and his father?
So not only do I not think this movie is worth the ticket price, my children don't think this movie is worth the ticket price.
Okay.
There you have it.
Okay. I'm going to keep this short and sweet.
All right.
This movie, I like the animation. I like that it's different from everything that we've gotten. Bill Hader, I love Bill Hader. He is so good. I like the way he delivers the lines in this, like so fast that it fits the character of Flint Lockwood. He's just scatterbrained and the character Sam, I like what they did with her, flipping that trope. of all the pretty girl has to do is take off her glasses and put her hair down and everybody loves her, you know. This movie's so rewatchable as far as what's going on in the background. I spent a lot of time looking at what's in the background as far as the names of the stores or just people's reaction to the things that are going on around them. And of the food, I like there's a lot of clever use of the food in this with the peanut brittle spikes that are protecting the portal. The gummy bears attacking the flying car, the pie in the back of the head.
Oh,
I watched this with my daughter. She enjoyed this, and I enjoyed this. This movie is worth the ticket price. I understand it's not for everybody. I agree with you on some of the jokes that they don't land as well, and there's a few that I'm just like, ew. But overall, this movie is worth the ticket price. What was it, 80, 89? What was the rating that IMDb gave it?
IMDb.
Or Rotten Tomato?
Oh, okay. Rotten Tomato gave it 85. IMDb gave it 6.9.
I would go with 6.9 is too low.
But 85.
85 is too high.
Yeah.
I would say around the 70, 75, 78 range.
You know what? I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Again, this isn't a bad. We've watched bad movies.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a bad movie. I don't think it's worth the ticket price.
That's fair. But I had a good time. I laughed a lot. And
although I do, so I'm not going to argue with you. This movie may be crazy rewatchable, but that would require someone such as myself to rewatch it. And that's just not going to happen, Tevis.
I understand.
It's just not.
Okay.
So, any closing thoughts?
No.
Okay. So I want to take a moment and make a special announcement.
Oh.
As it was officially decided on not long ago, we had a production meeting.
Was I there?
I don't know if you were there or not. I had a production meeting. As of right now, I cannot speak to when the episode will come out, but we will have a special episode that will release this month alongside our regular episodes. We are really going to, as part of our pledge of keeping the show growing and moving upward for 2025, one of the things we are making sure we force ourselves to do is hit the theater to watch and review a brand new movie as it is still in theaters. Tevis, I'm not speaking out of turn, correct?
It's the first time learning of this.
Well, guess what, motherfucker?
No, I recall being a part of this Zoom meeting.
So for January, we have elected Nosferatu.
Hell yeah.
Because it literally cannot be worse than the last voyage of the Demeter. It can't be. No, Tevis, it can't be.
Can it?
We've watched, remember I said Hollywood Chance of Meatballs is not a bad movie. We've watched bad movies. You know what was a bad movie? The Last Voyage of the Demeter is a bad movie.
Yes, I agree.
I am remaining optimistic that Nosferatu will not be a bad movie.
Fingers crossed.
So, stay tuned for that Nosferatu review forthcoming. As for our regularly scheduled program, for next week's episode, where's the hat?
It's over by you.
God damn it. Whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
God damn it.
I pulled this.
All right. Did you?
Yeah.
You pulled your meatball?
I pulled my meatball out for the show. Stay tuned for our YouTube channel. You got to be quick because I don't think it's going to last very long.
We're so dumb. Patreon.
They might
Patreon. We have a Patreon.
Will they allow that?
I haven't read their terms of service that closely. That might be a breach of TOS.
We might have to open up an OnlyFans.
So you can pull your meatball with impunity.
TicketPrice OnlyFans.
TicketPrice swimsuit calendars.
Hell yes.
Except I would still wear my flannel jacket with all of them.
Absolutely.
Because if I don't wear it, am I even me?
I was like, who would know who you are?
You have no idea how much my identity is tied to this particular article of clothing.
Did you get that from the Mick Foley store?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
All right, I've got my pick.
I'm nervous.
I'm not.
Okay.
It's an older movie, but I couldn't tell you a year. I want to say 80s, maybe early 90s.
Okay.
Maybe. Robin Williams.
Okay.
Hook 2.
No bullshit.
Robin Williams.
Gross. Is that Popeye? Is Shelley Duvall in this?
No.
Oh.
Nathan Lane. Gene Hackman.
Oh shit.
We are looking at The Birdcage.
Is that 94?
I don't know. Late 80s, early 90s is my best ballpark.
I'm looking up.
You're the encyclopedia of movie dates, times, places.
96.
Wow. I would not have thought that.
Yeah, 96. Okay.
All right. And that's why I don't do the fact checking. Tevis is the encyclopedia.
I'm excited for this. I haven't watched this in years.
I haven't either, but I remember liking it. So now I'm nervous because I'm like, oh man, is this show going to ruin another movie? But I love Nathan Lane. I love Robin Williams. I love Gene Hackman.
It's got Gene Hackman in it. I'm not nervous at all.
I mean, let's be honest. Usually, Gene Hackman is always a highlight of whatever he's in. And if it's something bad, he's usually the only redeeming quality. The Quick and the Dead. The movie sucks.
I was just about to say, I don't think I've ever seen a Gene Hackman movie that was bad. And then as I'm getting ready to spit those words out, I don't think I've ever seen a Gene Hackman movie other than Quick and the Dead that was bad.
The Quick and the Dead have two redeeming features. One is Gene Hackman. The other is Russell Crowe. And the rest is trash.
You mean you don't like the giant cartoon hole in his chest?
The sunlight is...
He literally looks down and sees his shadow, and there's a big giant hole.
Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone's
she's
in
it. She's not a good actress. Leonardo DiCaprio is really bad in it.
Lance Hendrickson is in it.
I'm not even sure who that is. Oh,
Bishop from Aliens.
Wait, Bishop's in it?
Yeah. He plays the one who does the trick shots, like flips off his horse. Remember?
I didn't recognize him.
He plays that one. God damn it! Now I'm curious.
What
cast?
We just went through them all.
I want to look for one more because was that 1987? No.
The three best actors in The Quick and the Dead are Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, and the blind kid.
Keith David is in it.
Keith David is in The Quick and the Dead?
Keith David. Hell yeah.
Not even Gene Hackman and Keith David could save The Quick and the Dead.
Tobin Bell is in it. Gary Sinise? Really?
Gary Sinise is in The Quick...
Bruce Campbell?
No, he's not. Stop it. Bruce Campbell is not in The Quick and the Dead.
He is.
Who is he in? That's it. We're not doing the birdcage. We're doing
He's wedding shimp. I don't know who that is.
wedding shimp,
Yeah,
like Shimp from the Stooges when he gets married.
I guess.
What the hell is a wedding shimp?
I'm gonna have to watch Quick and the Dead now.
No, I'm until we pull it in the hat. So.
Hey, will you do me a favor? Hand me that piece of paper and pen.
No. Stab you in the hand with those scissors.
Tobin Bell is in it.
You already said that.
Oh, I did. Yeah, Pat Hingle.
No one knows who that is.
He played Commissioner Gordon in Batman '89. You know that.
Gross.
The Commissioner Gordon that doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Gross. So we're doing the Quick and the Dead next week?
Absolutely not.
No, we're doing The Birdcage.
We're doing The Birdcage.
A good movie. I hope.
It's got Gene Hackman in it. I have high. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I swear to God, I'm not worried. I'm a little worried.
I'm not worried about Gene Hackman's performance. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Because, man, that guy. Okay, you know what? Gene Hackman? Wait, actor or movie star?
Both.
Because he was always just kind of Gene Hackman.
Yeah, he never.
But Gene Hackman can act.
You know what? He ranks right up there with Denzel.
Right? Yeah. It's like.
Denzel's Denzel on screen.
But they are capable of actual acting.
Yeah.
Like portraying a wider range of emotions in a realistic fashion.
Exactly. He's not going to pull off some awesome accent, or he's not Daniel Day-Lewis levels of acting, but he can act, and he is a movie star.
Can act. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't disappear into a character like Daniel Day-Lewis does, or even Colin Farrell in the Penguin. And I know he's covered in prosthetics and everything, but his voice is unrecognizable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, but Gene Hackman's not that way. But
all right. The Birdcage. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. This has been Ticket Price as we covered Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Split decision, which means it goes to the people. Let us know.
It means I was right.
What you think. Let us know who's right, who's wrong. Hit up the merch store. We're on Patreon. Hit the follow button. Hit the bell for notifications. Talk to the people. Share it like and as always, tune in next week as we look at the Birdcage. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And good night. What?
Kevin Conroy was in The Quick and the Dead.
Batman!
Holy shit. Okay, I'm done.
I'm not watching The Quick and the Dead.
Bye now.